In this video, we're going to learn what React Context API is and why it's important. Before we start talking about the Context API, let's first discuss what props are in React. Props are a way to pass data from a parent component to a child component. This is how data flows in React with props. But what if we have deeply nested components, and we need to pass the same data to multiple levels? This is where the Context API comes in. React's Context API allows us to create a global data store that can be shared across components without the need to pass props manually through every level. Here, we created a context called theme context and wrapped our component tree with themeContext.provider. The value prop of the provider is what is shared across components. To consume the value, any component within the tree can use the themeContext.consumer or a React hook like useContext. Let's refactor the above code using useContext to make it cleaner and more modern. One of the significant benefits of the Context API is that it makes it easier to manage shared state without prop drilling. Prop drilling is when data is passed down through many layers of components unnecessarily. However, keep in mind that the Context API is great for global state that doesn't change frequently. If you find yourself using context for highly dynamic or frequently changing state, you may want to explore other state management libraries like Redux or Zustand. Let's take a look at another example where we can use context to share a user's authentication status across an application. This example shows how we can manage authentication state globally using the Context API, making it easily accessible by any component that needs it. This code demonstrates how to manage authentication state in a React application using the Context API. First, an auth context is created using react.createContext. This context will be used to provide and consume authentication-related data across the application. In the app component, the state is authenticated as initialized to false using the useState hook, which tracks whether the user is logged in or not. A function toggleAuth is defined to toggle the authentication state by flipping the value of is authenticated. The authContext.provider component is used to wrap the header and dashboard components, making the is authenticated state and toggleAuth function available to any nested component that consumes this context. The value prop of the provider is an object containing is authenticated and toggleAuth, which will be accessible throughout the component tree. In the header component, useContext, authContext, is used to consume the authentication context, allowing the component to access is authenticated and toggleAuth. Based on the value of is authenticated, it conditionally displays either logged in or logged out, and provides a button to toggle the authentication state. Similarly, in the dashboard component, useContext, authContext, is again used to consume the authentication context. It checks the value of is authenticated and conditionally renders either a welcome message or a prompt to log in. Overall, this code showcases how the React Context API can be used to share the authentication state globally within the app, eliminating the need to pass props manually between components and making the state accessible to any component that needs it. In conclusion, the React Context API is a powerful tool that simplifies state management for global data. It's ideal for scenarios like themes, user authentication, or language settings. Thanks for watching. आपको वीडियो पसंद आए या नहीं? अपना फीडबैक जरूर देना and please subscribe.